welcome your host on Wipeout, Paul Daniels.
Thanks, audience. Now, listen, we have the answers to all the questions, but which are the right ones, which are the wrong ones? We give them away to the contestants, and that's for the 3 contestants to decide. And that decision can put money in the bank, or it can wipe it out again. Money and mystery prizes are to be won, and for the winner, the chance to play for a superb holiday. Come and meet tonight's contestants. First tonight, Chris Marshall, who is from Rugeley in Staffordshire. He has a collection of 5,000 records, including nearly all of Kylie Minogue's, and he didn't want us to tell you. He's 33, still single, because he says he's waiting for Claudia Schiffer to say yes. Unfortunately, she just said yes to David Copperfield. Next, receptionist Thelma Head, who lives in London with husband Clive, is expecting her first baby fairly soon. I don't know how soon. She loves Gene Kelly and Mel Gibson and hates bad manners and prunes, and to the lot of you. And finally, Andrew Barron from Huddersfield. He works in the family grocery business, as does his wife Jane, who is also expecting a baby later this year. Somebody's been busy, so it's time to play Wipeout. All right, my motley crew, to decide who goes first, it's hands on the buzzers. Stand by for the starter question. Which ex-BBC female newsreader danced on the Morecambe and Wise show? And Chris pushes first.
Angela Rippon.
Angela Rippon is the right answer. And you're in charge of the first grid, OK? And let's have a look and see what the subject is of the grid. Really fake. What are the answers to that? Now, 11 of these famous fakes, these forgeries, these hoaxes, they're on the board. 11 of them, all right? 5 are not famous fakes, hoaxes or forgeries. I just want to tell me the ones that are. All right? Chris, away you go.
Let's go for Milli Vanilli.
Milli Vanilli is a correct answer. They won a Grammy, but they couldn't sing. Yeah, OK, away you go. Another one.
Oh, I think the Hitler Diaries.
Hitler's Diaries, were they fake? Yes, they were faked.
I think I'm going to pass this one.
Aha, oh, hee hee. Thelma, sitting there. In her Billy and Johnny outfit. Yeah. Hello, Johnny. Hello, Billy. I love him. All right, away you go.
Spaghetti trees.
Spaghetti tree. Was that a fake? Yes, it was. That was a very famous Panorama April Fool's joke. Probably the most famous one of all time. You got £30, next answer worth £40.
Piltdown Man.
The Piltdown Man. Yes, people thought that was the missing link between an ape and a man, but in fact what somebody had done had stuck an ape jaw on a human skull. All right? And now he works here at the BBC. So...
Turin Shroud.
The Turin Shroud. Was it a fake? Yes, it was. Science proved that it's not old enough to have been laid on Christ.
I'll pass now.
Pass, OK. Andrew, you're in the game for the first time.
I'll try Beethoven's Fifth.
Beethoven's Fifth. Oh, he wrote it. Yes. He must have written the first 4 as well, mustn't it? Yes. So, Andrew, you've wiped out. Chris?
The Custard Apple.
The Custard Apple. Is it a... It's not a fake. Apparently, it's a real fruit. And your £30, which you got very slowly, you lost very quickly. Thelma?
Island of Sans Serif.
The island of Sans Serif. Yes. The Guardian newspaper ran that as an April Fool's. Sans Serif is a typeface, you see, and they had this big double-page spread, and it was all a big con.
Oh, let's go for it. Dead Sea Scrolls.
The Dead Sea Scrolls, were they fake? £180 comes back to me. Very, very nice, thank you. It was written by people alive at the time of Jesus. It was a genuine set of scrolls that were just found in the Dead Sea area, and it's Andrew. Andrew, there are 5 correct answers still up there.
Try Ghostwatch.
Ghostwatch. Yes, that was a BBC hoax. It was a programme where they pretended Mike Smith was a real person. Andrew, you've got £70, 4 right answers, 2 wrong ones.
On the Origin of Species.
On the Origin of the Species, was that fake? No, it wasn't. It was written by Darwin himself. It was Darwin's Origin of the Species. So we go back to Chris.
Vinland Map.
Vinland Map. Was it? Yeah, right. See? And what happened was they had a Norse, ancient Norse map that proved they got to USA selling Danish butter before Columbus, all right? But it turned out it was from the 1920s. And it was a bit of a giveaway because it showed all the subway stations in New York, you know. You wouldn't believe that one. £80. Next answer is worth £90.
Oh no, Thelma's going to have a go for this one.
Oh my God, but you're generous. Thelma.
The pyramid theory.
The pyramid theory. Yes.
Whatever that is.
But there's a belief around, if you go into psychic shops and all that, where if you have a pyramid and you put an apple inside, it stays fresher longer and your eggs don't go off and your razor blades get sharp again and all that. People believe the oddest things. Like I believe, it's highly unlikely you'll go on. You've got £90, next one's worth 100.
I'll pass.
Yes, see? I had that belief. Andrew, it's worth £100. Chris is on 80, Thelma's on 90.
Try Birth of Spiritualism.
The birth of spiritualism. Was it a fake? Yes, it was. Spiritualism was founded in about the 1840s by the Fox sisters. And all it was, a very simple little scam. One of them discovered she could crack a knuckle of her toe. You know how some people can make them go crack, crack? And when she held it against the wood of the table, it made a bigger noise. Is anybody there? Crack. And the whole of spiritualism started from that. Yeah. Now, there are two left. One is correct and one is a fake. Do you want to go for it, Andrew?
No, pass.
No, Andrew's hanging on to his £100.
Is he sure?
Chris is checking up.
Oh, guess Peep's Diary.
Let's have a look. Wipeout, lost £80. Chris, you've blown it there. The clockwise M25, of course, was a joke. It was another one of these April Fool's gags where somebody announced that the whole of the M25, you had to drive around it clockwise on all lanes. So if you wanted to get just there, you'd have to drive right round London. It was just a con, it was a fake. But the Pepys Diaries were written by Samuel Pepys when he wasn't peeping. Mr. Pepys. Now, Chris, you're on 0, Thelma's on 90 at the end of grid 1, Andrew's in the lead with £100. Fingers on the buzzer. Which leaf is found on the flag of Canada? Chris again, first on the button.
I should know, I was there last month. Maple leaf.
You should know if you were there last month. OK, Chris, you're in charge of grid 2, which is all about red hair. These are the answers. Chris, lots of famous people have red hair. The Duchess of York, for example. I used to have one. And I want to know which of these people are also associated with having red hair. That's it.
Sonia.
Sonia. £10 is yours.
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans. Yes, I would agree with that. OK.
Neil Kinnock.
Neil Kinnock is a good choice. Yes.
Mick Hucknall.
Mick Hucknall. Yes.
And I'll now pass.
You're stopping on £100. The next answer is worth £50 and Thelma's already got 90 in the bank.
Queen Elizabeth I.
Queen Elizabeth I. Did she have red hair?
Lucille Ball.
Lucille Ball? Yes.
Yosemite Sam.
Yosemite Sam?
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all right. I used to say yours might. I never knew, you know. Yes, there you go. Now, next answer is worth £70. You've got £270 in the bank.
Catherine Hepburn.
Catherine Hepburn. You're doing very well. You've got £350 in the bank. Next answer is worth £90. And there are still 5 wipeouts on the board.
Elmer Fudd.
Elmer Fudd. £350 goes down the plug hole. Sorry, Thelma, we've got to take it away. And it's Andrew.
Try Madonna.
Madonna. Does she have red hair? Madonna? I mean, what?
I thought it might have been underneath.
Madonna! The money's gone. Money's gone. Chris, you've got £100. There are still 3 correct answers, 3 incorrect.
Arthur Scargill.
Arthur Scargill? Yes.
Bass.
You have got £190. You've passed it to Thelma. This answer is worth £100.
Henry VIII.
Henry VIII? Yes.
Tonight's winner can always be in even when they're out with this top-of-the-range combined telephone and answer machine.
There's one correct answer up there and 3 people who are not associated with having red hair.
And this time I will pass.
And Andrew has a chance to get £110 from my bank to his.
I doubt it. Try Winston Churchill.
Winston Churchill. Let's have a look. Oh. Starter question. Fingers on the buzzers. Final starter question. Which boxer is associated with the phrase, "Know what I mean, Harry"? What is it, Chris?
Frank Bruno.
Frankie Bruno. He's the man, and you're in charge of the 3rd grid. You've won all 3 grids, haven't you?
Yep.
Yes, maybe yours is the only button working.
I think it is.
What have we got as a subject? No in, no sense. Can we see the answers? If you take in off the start of many words, they often have the opposite meaning. Inactive, no in, becomes active. Which of these words make no sense when you take in away? There's 11 of them up there, and Chris has got to go for the first one, worth £10.
Include?
Include. Does that make no sense? Yes. Taken in as a part. You include something, okay? You can't clude something.
Incest?
Incest. Yes, that's sex with a family member, and you can't cest, which is having sex without a family member, I guess.
In size?
In size. Yes, that means to cut into, all right?
Incubus? Or
Incubus is a nightmare, all right?
Yeah.
Cubus is when 3 turn up together.
Pass for a while.
You're on £290 and it's gone across to Thelma. There are 7 correct answers, 5 wipeouts still on the grid.
Incident.
Incident. It's an event. You cannot have accident.
Incarnate.
Incarnate. Yes, as in Christ incarnate or the Holy Ghost incarnate, which means, you know, you've given something a human form. You can't have a carnate.
Incubate.
Incubate. Can you cubate? No, you can't. Incubate, to sit on eggs.
I'll pass.
Wise decision. £280. Chris is on £290. Andrew, 4 correct answers up there, 5 incorrect answers.
Incongruous.
Incongruous. Can you have a congruous? Yes, you can. If something is congruous, it is suitable. So you've gone down to 0, and it's Chris, 4 of each, 50-50.
Inculpable.
Inculpable. Can you have a culpable? Yes, culpable means criminal, which is what you think I am for taking the money away from you. And now there are 4 correct answers, 3 wipeouts left on the grid, and Thelma, having seen her 2 compatriots lose all the money, is very, very worried.
Incendiary.
Incendiary. Yes, an incendiary is something that sets fire to something, isn't it? Yes, and you can't cendiary. There are 3 wipeouts on the grid.
Incentive.
Incentive. Can you have a centive? No, you can't, which means incentive, that which incites to action. £450. 2 correct answers, 3 wipeouts.
Pass.
Pass to Andrew.
Incapacious.
Incapacious. Can you have a capacious? Yes, you can. Yes, capacious means roomy, as indeed is a pair of shorts for you. I mean, look at those for shorts, eh? Are they roomy or are they roomy? And I've got to tell you, I might buy them off you if ever I put weight on. I didn't know they made them. There you go. Andrew, we've lost you. There are 2 correct, 2 incorrect. It's down to Chris.
Inception.
Inception. You've got £100. There is no such word as ception. Inception means beginning.
Oh, I think Thelma can have a go now.
Oh, thank you so much. You're so
Thelma,
kind.
you've got £450.
I know.
There's only one right answer. There are two incorrect answers.
Incinerate.
Incinerate is the chosen word. If you are right, you have got £560 to take home. If you are wrong, you've found a wipeout and you'll have no money at all. What is it? Incorrigible. You can have a corrigible. Corrigible means open to correction, and you can have a credulous as well, you see. Chris, you've got £100. Thelma, you've got £560 and a telephone answering machine. And Andrew, you've got an extra large pair of boxer shorts.
Right.
All right? And the internationally famous Wipeout paperweight. Sorry, Andrew, we are going to lose you. Thelma and Chris are going on to play the Wipeout auction. Well, we enter round 2 of Wipeout, and now we play to find out which of you is going to go and play for the holiday. All right, Zippy?
Yes, I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready.
It's got down here, you do impressions from Zippy to Bob Monkhouse, and that was the best Bob Monkhouse I've ever seen. Now, Thelma, you've got £560, that's more than Chris, so you get the first chance to bid in the Wipeout auction. All right? So I'm going to show you the subject. The Archers. Now, these are the answers. Over the years, the Archers have had famous guests playing themselves. They're not playing parts, they're playing themselves. How many can you spot? There are 8 on the board. You have to make a bid or ask Chris to make a bid.
I'll ask Chris to make a bid, I think.
Thank you very much. I'll bid on 3.
All right, well, he's looked at the grid and he's decided that he can find 3 people who have appeared on the Archers as themselves.
Ah, name those 3.
Ah, thank you.
Not having a go, all right then? Didn't count a bid, so you've made a bid for the grid of 3. Go for it.
John Major?
Did John Major ever appear on the Archers? No, he did not. Now, Thelma has to find only 1 to win the first grid, and as you know, in this round, best of 3.
Dame Edna Everage.
Let's have a look. What can I say? Well, who were the Wipeouts? Paul Daniels never appeared on the Archers. I listened to it, though. Kylie Minogue never appeared on the Archers. Princess Anne never appeared on the Archers. But if ever she does, I know she'll want to be on with me. That's it. So any of those would have wiped you out. You didn't find him, Thelma. You've taken the first grid. Right. So now, the first bid now passes across to Chris. Yeah? And the second Wipeout auction subject is Even Stevens. The answers are... Nice one. OK, Chris. What I've got here is how many of these sums produce an even result? How many of the sums produce an even result?
4.
He's bidding 4. That's not the total, of course. There's 8. But how many can you find, you see? That's the...
Name those 4.
All right, then. Even results.
28 times 28.
Is it? Yes. 784.
40 minus 16.
40 minus 16. Even result. 24.
32 plus 12.
32 plus 12. 44.
5 times 24.
5 times...
5 times 224.
224. You've taken the grid. 1120. So, let's have a look at the Wipeouts. Those are the Wipeouts, OK? All of those, obviously, 3 plus 6 on the end would have made 9. 3 times 5 on the end of that bottom left one, that would have made 15. 5 divided by 5, you'd have to finish it with an odd number on that. Yeah. Yeah, you did it well, you played it right, okay? And it's one grid all. But it goes back to Thelma. Subject is... it's backwards. These are the answers. Many words still make sense when read backwards. For example, gas backwards is sag. Which 8 words become something different when read backwards? Okay? Which 8 words become something different when read backwards? Make a bid or ask Chris to bid?
I'll make a bid of 3.
3.
4.
4. Do I hear 5?
5.
I hear 5. I hear 5. Do I hear 6 from the gentleman in the black and white shirt?
Yes, you do.
I do hear 6. I do hear 6. Do I hear 7?
No, I'm going to pass this play.
Oh, OK, you've got a bid in of 6. You have to find 6 to win the final grid and go on to play for the holiday. Chris, it's all yours.
Harris.
Harris. Yes. It's an oldie English word, isn't it? But it's still in common use. Sirrah. It means sir.
Larger.
Larger. Is larger a word backwards? Wipeout. Now, Thelma, to play for the holiday, you need one word that means something different backwards.
God.
Answer is... yes, it's dog. A bit of a breakdown there from you, Chris, and let's have a look at the wipeouts. The wipeouts are... and funny thing is, it is another word backwards. It's tie, T-I, it's a tree. Sway, yours.
Animal.
Animal is lamina, it's a sensitive tissue inside a horse's hoof.
Oh.
Yeah, and of course, desserts you've got there, you've got maws, inward parts, like a stomach of a ruminant is a maw, you know. All righty then, what have we got here? We've got Chris to say goodbye to, but you've got £100 and the famous Wipeout paperweight. What more could a man want? It'll hold down all the Kylie Minogue records. And Thelma, you've got £560, you've got a telephone answer machine, and now you're going to play for the holiday. You've got a minute to win it.
Tonight's star prize on Wipeout is a superb trip to New Orleans, the birthplace of jazz, cocktails and Creole cooking. Explore the elegance of the historic French Quarter. Enjoy days and nights filled with the sound of jazz. Take a steamboat down the Mississippi, sip a mint julep and enjoy that southern hospitality.
Well, that's a nice holiday. Wipeout Airlines are waiting to take you there, all right? I'm going to put the tickets in here, and if you win, you take those away with you. Plane leaves in 45 minutes. Right. All right. Now, what do you have to do? Look, I'm going to show you exactly, because we want you to win. And what it is up there you'll get 4 categories. Choose one that you think you know something about, obviously. And then the answers come up on the screen like this. And once the answers are up, you will have a brief moment, not long, not a lot of time, to look at it, and then you'll select them. What's my question, in this demonstration? Which 6 of these people are 5 foot 5 inches or taller? I listen to that. Question's important. And I say, oh, Stalin must have been taller, and Picasso must have been taller. Hirohito, I don't know, but Tutankhamun, no, he couldn't be. Dolly Parton was taller, laid flat. Queen Victoria, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No point in going yet. I must pick another one. 6 are lit. I run all the way over here, I push the enter button like that, and the bottom left screen tells me I've got 4 right. So this is the important bit. I must deselect one, all right, before I can reselect one. And then I run back over here and press it again. Oh, I've got 5 right. Of course, I could deselect 2 if I wanted and choose another 2, run over here, punch this like this, run all the way back. Oh, I've gone back down to 4, put that one up, put that, and so on, all right? Must be done quick, because at the same time over there, 60 seconds are ticking away. You've got a minute to win it, is all. Do you understand that? Now, it has not been unnoticed that you are preggers. And I don't want necessarily you to have an untoward accident between here and there, all right? So what I will do, I offer you the choice, it's up to you. You, of course, can do it all yourself. You can run over there. On the other hand, what you can do is select 6, and when you're happy, hit my hand. I'll run for you. I'll come back, hit your hand, and you carry on, all right? Or the kid can go. Oh, yeah, you had to go with it. Yeah, sorry. Right, OK. So, do you understand all of that?
Yes.
First, these are your categories. Famous films, It's a Sin. Classic literature, American presidents.
Famous films.
Famous films. Famous films. Chosen category, answers are... Those are the answers. Have a look around the board, there's 12 of them. I think I can safely let you have a look at that because the question refers to something a little strange. Although Steven Spielberg was involved with all of those films, he only directed 6 of them. You're looking for the films that Steven Spielberg directed. Not the ones he was involved, directed. All right, there's the list. You've got the question. Your time starts now. You've got a minute to win it. Right, go. Go, you've got 5 right. 5 right, 5 right. Up. You got 4 right, 4 right. Yes, that's good, that's good. Now deselect another one and reselect one. Deselect anything and reselect one. Reselect one, reselect one. That's it, go. Yes, no, 5. That means something, Go on, still the same 5. That should tell them deselect one, and reselect one. Hit me. Right, go. Right, we've got 4. Oh, put it back. That's it. Now, deselect the one you didn't let go. I couldn't go. Oh, what did you do? What are the ones we got right? Yes, he directed all of those. Yes, I can recommend all of them. Schindler's List is marvellous. All right.
Gremlins.
Pardon?
Gremlins was the one I originally missed.
Yeah.
Original selection.
Yeah, well, he didn't do that one. He didn't do Gremlins. What were the other 2? He directed Jurassic Park and Close Encounters.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was...
Yeah. Beeble, bee.
Yeah.
Well, Beeble, bee. Never mind. You got £560. You did wondrous. You got a telephone. I'll call you. And we'll see you next week on Wipeout. Bye for now.